You guys, we are ready to go. Hi, everyone. I am Melissa P. Dunn. I am going to be your host for this experience. Listen, we are about to kick off the Jump Up Fitness Challenge. The Caribbean Diaspora Health and Nutrition Outreach Project is in the house, and we are 100% committed to your health and well-being. So for 21 days, we are going to take care of our minds, our bodies, our spirit, so that we can become a healthier version of ourselves. We have assembled a team that's going to help us to get that done. I want you to join me today, all right, as we welcome the dream team that's leading this Caribbean Diaspora Health and Nutrition Outreach Project Jump Up Fitness Challenge, 21 days, focusing on you and your health. Dr. Hafizullah, welcome.
To be here. This kickoff is incredible. The energy is palpable. Thank you so much. I'm excited.
I am excited as well. So, Dr. H, we have been planning this for a minute.
That's right.
How do you feel? We're finally here with a Jump Up Fitness Challenge.
This is incredible. Like you said, we have assembled a dream team, but our community, you know what? The energy from the community and everyone getting involved really takes this to a whole new level. So while it's 21 days now, this could be for the rest of your life. Make
Yes.
this healthy in perpetuity.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Camila, welcome.
Thank you so much. Good morning. Good morning. I'm trying to keep up with everybody's energy here.
We are so happy to partner with WellFit to execute this 21-day fitness challenge. So how do you feel? Are we ready?
We are ready. We are ready, ready, ready. Are you?
Yes, listen, I am so ready. I have been mentally preparing myself for 21 days of jumping up. This healthy challenge makeover, I'm excited about it for sure.
I'm super excited about it, Melissa.
My whole family signed up, Camila.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh! I'm gonna be holding you guys accountable.
Yes, please.
You in the class list. Making sure that you guys are there. But yeah, I also want to welcome everybody. We're all excited to be here and be here with you. And, I think this challenge is perfect, for anybody who has been feeling like they're in a rut. Maybe you're feeling a little overwhelmed with life. I think all of us right now are a little bit, I just invite you to welcome this challenge that really will focus on so many things. As you said, Melissa, mind, body, spirit. We're going to work on boosting our immune systems and maybe shedding some unwanted pounds.
Yes, I'm all for that.
Certainly revving your metabolism into full gear. So I'm excited to be with you all for 21 days.
All right, fantastic. And then we're being joined also by Karen, if Karen's around. Hey, Miss Karen.
Hi. Good morning. I'm so happy to be here. Commissioner Dr. H, Camilla, it's good to see everybody on this nice, lovely, hot Saturday morning.
We're going to call it Jump Up Saturday. But you know what, ladies? Before we go any further, I actually want to just take a moment to remember all of the folks that we lost in 9/11. I want us to take a moment to send love out to humanity for our collective pain and our collective mourning at this tragedy. So if you'll just take a few seconds with me and let's just take a deep breath and drop into our spirits and say thank you and send out some love to the families who are affected. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that moment of silence in honor of 9/11. All right. So 21 days starting tomorrow, September 12th, going to October 2nd, right? Dr. H, why is this so important for our health?
This is not only important for our health, it's important for your life and your quality of life, right? So we know from not only all the research that we're doing, but just looking at what's happening from some of the research surveys that have gone out, obesity has risen to very high numbers. We can prevent a lot of the diseases that come along with obesity, like diabetes, high blood pressure, stroke, and some cancers. So you literally, without ever compromising culture, you can make a couple of changes in the way you eat. Maybe reduce that portion size. Look for hidden salt and the hidden sugars that really are causing the problem. And then insert more activity, physical activity into your lifestyle. So the Jump Up 21 Day Fitness Challenge is a way to show you alternative ways that you can include, dance and fun activities into your own lifestyle. You could park in the furthest parking spot and walk in. It's your choice to move more. So today here, while we're doing this, I have a standing desk. I have my desk up and I decided to stand. I am not going to sit. Sitting.
Stop. You have a standing desk?
You can do it any which way you want. Just prop your computer up if you don't have a standing desk and stand, because you're more likely to move and dance. Your muscles are moving, you're burning calories. So these small ways add up. And you can definitely prevent these diseases from occurring. Right now, we're also in the middle of a pandemic. Your immune system needs all the help it can get. If we could stave off some of the chronic diseases that we can prevent, or at least help to control our blood sugars better if you are diagnosed with diabetes, then you are more likely to stay away from being hospitalized or stay away from having a fatal outcome. And of course, vaccination is key, right? We want to prevent. Disease prevention is so important right now. So the Caribbean Diaspora Project, it is a prevention-focused initiative that embraces culture, and it really highlights what's happening in the community as far as making sure that we're equitable in our health education and approaches, so all communities are healthy.
Yes, I love that. So I am going to be your student for 21 days, right? And so is Miss Karen, right, Karen?
Absolutely. I can't wait. There's so many things. I love fruit and being type 2 diabetic, you in your head, you're like, well, can I eat it? I love pineapple because of its anti-inflammatory properties, but it's very high in sugar. I have to tell you, I'm not giving up pineapple. I'll just drink more.
I'm not giving up mango.
You don't have to. It's just how much you eat and then how often, right?
So I look forward to learning all of those tips. Camila, what else can we expect? What are we getting in this channel? I know we're going to have workouts, but can you just give us like a big picture? What are we getting?
All right. So when everyone receives access this evening to the WellFit platform, you are going to enter the Jump Up Challenge tile and section upon entry. So within that segment, this is going to be your home for 21 days. This is where you'll be able to access everything. So it starts with the manual, and that's where I would love everybody to, just kind of take these next couple days. We can't jump into a 21-day challenge without first preparing ourselves. What goals are we setting for ourselves? So there's going to be a tracker and, just kind of something that takes you through the whole process, which starts here. What is it that you want to achieve for 21 days? So the way this challenge was created was so that it can be customizable. So I have kind of laid out areas in the 7 pillars of WellFit. So the 7 pillars of WellFit are eat well, drink well, move well, rest well, sleep well, feel well, and live well. And there are going to be suggestions under each of these pillars. And at the beginning, as soon as you guys get access, all throughout tomorrow, this weekend, you're using your days to really make a commitment to yourself and to us.
Oh, I like that. Yes.
And decide exactly what it is that you're committing to. So what I found with challenges, participants who join a challenge and maybe super excited and we're all gonna do this and it's so exciting and we want to do everything, right? We want to work out 6 days a week. We want to only eat this and don't eat that, and we get very drastic because it's motivation, and which is very good. That's where it starts. I'm sure all of you guys can agree with me. And what is very important, however, is for us to be very reasonable and realistic with our goals. So if you know that your schedule doesn't quite permit you to work out 6 days a week, or maybe you haven't worked out in 20 years, it's not a good idea to just want to dive right in. So it's really getting clear about some realistic goals that you can actually commit to, given your schedule, given everything that is going on. This challenge is really about bringing a high level of intention and awareness to all of the different areas of our health. And so it doesn't require you to be this excellent, perfect. First of all, none of us are perfect. And on these 21 days, believe you me, we're going to slip, we're going to slide. But that's why we're doing it together, because we keep each other up, we encourage each other, and that's what life is about. We always want life to be perfect, but it's never perfect, and we have to be okay. We almost have to open up these 21 days as a learning, a coming back home to ourselves. Where do we go off? Where are we out of alignment? What do we need more? We say that we want to sleep 7 hours of a night, but we're only sleeping 4. What exactly does it mean? Where are we missing something? So really and truly, I would say that somebody is successful in this challenge if they set some intentions at the beginning. They use the tracker to track all of the areas that they're committing to their intentions. And at the end, they can genuinely say, you know what? I gave this challenge my all in all of these areas that I decided and committed to at the beginning of the challenge. And even though it wasn't perfect, I can look back in those 21 days and I can flip and I can look and see, where I am, what do I need more work on? Where am I really good at? Where are my strengths? How do I strengthen my weaknesses? And so it really is going to be a mind-body experience. So I am challenging everybody to work out 4 days a week. Challenging you.
Okay.
Got
If you
that?
want to start out with 2, if you want to start out with 3, again, this is just so dependent on where you are. All fitness levels are welcome. Even if you have injuries, there are always going to be alternatives and ways that we can work around. We just, as Dr. H said, we just have to get our bodies moving. That really is what is important. And also cultivating that habit of saying, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to work out and I'm going to show up for myself, no matter what call came in, no matter what, responsibility has come up. Our biggest responsibility is right here.
Yes.
Right here. And we can pour to everybody else's cup once we keep ours filled. So, and once you access your platform, you'll be able to see your schedule. So just so that I can kind of give you guys a little idea, we have our kickoff event Sunday, tomorrow, at 6 p.m. EDT, 5 p.m. Jamaican time. And basically, I'm going to kind of go in a little more detail. You guys got the heads up first, so you guys are in the know before everybody else in WellFit. But Sundays are where we join together in community to be fired up around a particular topic. So this first session tomorrow, which, by the way, all sessions are recorded. So if you cannot make them live, you don't have to worry. In that same section of the platform where you access all your documents, you'll also access all your recordings and the link to the classes. So let's say you're not able to make tomorrow live for whatever reason, no worries. You can catch up on your own timing. And tomorrow we have our first special guest, Kathy Goodall. She's very well known in the space of mind, creating boundaries, gearing up our mind and getting ready and prepared for what is to come in these 21 days. She's been a huge inspiration to me over the years, and I'm very excited that she has agreed to speak to us to kind of fire us up for these 21 days. And the following Sunday, we have our own, your own, very own
Dr. H.
Dr. H, which I
Happy to
am
be
super, super, super excited about. All the WellFit members are excited, Dr. H, and she will
my
be there
honor.
with us on the Sunday. And then the Sunday after that, I actually have a very special guest surprise that I will share with you soon. And then in our weekly classes or movement classes or exercise classes, we'll have a series of high intense interval training with me, build and burn. So just real strength training, which is also a very, very important part of the fitness equation. There is Pilates, there is weekly yoga, there will be dance fitness classes. And each class starts either live at 7 a.m. EDT or 7 p.m. EDT. And again, if you cannot catch them live, no worries, because all of the recordings are there. So once you access your platform this evening, what I would love everybody to do is just kind of browse around, take a look, start to read the manual, look at the schedule, start to decide when you're going to make the classes. Even if you're not going to make them live, pencil them into your calendar so that you can make a commitment with yourself that you're going to show up, even if it means it's showing up on your own. So I'm welcome, and I'm going to.
I love that. You're going to show up, even if it means showing up on your own.
Yeah. And what's the link? What's the site that we go to
register?
It's going to be at the wellfitclub.com, and everybody's going to receive a unique link through your sign up with the Jump Up Challenge. And you'll just click the link. You're going to create your own login, and then you'll be able to access all your materials. And I'll be on standby. Let me just let you guys know, if anybody's having issues, we're kind of setting up to just expect, to be here to cushion in case there's anything, anybody's having trouble. So if we can put up the email, it's livewell@thewellfitclub.com. So that's livewell@thewellfitclub.com. If anybody is having issues, if you are unable to access your account, we'll be able to rectify that right away.
Fantastic. So there's still room for you guys to sign up to join us for the 21-day fitness challenge. Go to jumpup.eventbrite.com or right now, jumpup.eventbrite.com and sign up. There's still room. So before we go on to the next segment, I have a question. Karen, put the intention out now, girl. What do you want to accomplish in 21 days? Set the intention.
My intention is, because I don't know, everybody in the ethosphere doesn't know, I fell a couple years ago and I could hardly walk. I was rocking. And through therapy, I have been able to walk. So my intention is to strengthen these muscles in my leg and in my back, as well as lose weight. So I really want to do the yoga portion. I will be on the 7 a.m. because I am not an evening workout girl. So
Neither
I'll be
am
on
I.
the 7 a.m. and I will work with you on Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Monday, Wednesday, Saturdays. Because Friday, you and I have a commitment, Miss Dunn.
Yes. All right. So what about you, Dr. H? What's your intention?
I'm fully in. I'm fully vested in this. Let me tell you, like Camila said, show up for yourself. I love that, right? That's important. Take your own health into your life, into your life priority, and you can make anything happen. So that is my intention in this.
All right. So how many days are you going to work out, Dr. H?
A minimum of 3.
A minimum of 3.
These are recorded sessions, so I'm going to make sure that that's my baseline.
All right. I love it. And I'm in as well. So my intention is to be more mindful. Nutrition is the whole thing for me. So I want to really hone in on the nutrition. And then I'm committing to working out 4 days a week. So it'll be Monday through Thursday. And I don't know yet if I'll do the 7 a.m. or watch the recording, because I kind of want to see what the classes are first. I'm a little afraid.
No need. The great thing is that each class is just 30 minutes. That's the best part. We can do anything for 30 minutes.
Yes. All right. Well, then there you go. So I can commit to the 7 a.m. live for, it's really only 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And a lot can happen in 3 weeks. So I'm excited. All right, ladies.
5 to 7 pounds in 3 weeks minimum.
Well, I'm not weighing myself. I have decided that I am just not getting on the scale. I've noticed that every time I get on the scale, no matter if I lost 10 pounds or 5 pounds, in my mind, it's like, oh, you haven't reached your goal yet.
That's right.
And then it becomes like a beat up thing for me. So I've decided that the only time I'll ever get on a scale is when I go to my doctor. And I have a doctor's appointment in October. So I would like to have my bra. You know how in your bra, if you lose some weight, then you can go down to the next level. Like I want to look at those types of things. I'm not, the scale don't work for me.
Muscle weighs more than fat. Okay. So that if you see the numbers rising up on your scale to work out. So I love your idea of not looking at the scale. Just keep working out and staying fit and healthy.
I love it. So Camille says, Camila, you're such an inspiration. I'm so excited for this. Yes, Miss Carter, I'm excited with you. I'm excited.
I love the TV icon.
All right, you ladies. So I want you to join me, ladies. We're going to do like a really quick grounding meditation as we go through the rest of the afternoon. We have a next couple of minutes together. And I want us to do it with focus and intention. All right. So you'll just close your eyes. Natasha will bring in the meditation music and we'll just spend a couple of minutes breathing and connecting. Take a deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take another deep breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just be mindful of your breath. Listen to the sound of the water. Allow it to soothe you as you drop back into your body. Allowing your spirit to fully settle in your body. Allow any tension in your body to ease away. Observe your thoughts without judgment, allowing them to pass. Breathing in. These next 21 days is your moment to fully express your love for your body, for you to fully express your love for yourself, for you to fully commit to becoming the best version, the healthiest version of who you really are. Take 2 more clean breaths. In, out. Breathing in, Breathing out. Come back to your body. Open your eyes. Oh, I don't know about you, but I feel good.
Yeah.
Press our reset buttons.
Yes,
Mhm.
meditation and breathing is a really good way to come back into yourself. It's a really amazing way for you to just show love, and it's not something that you have to do formally sitting down. You can walk mindfully as you're walking from the car to the store, just paying attention to your breath and your steps. You can wash the dishes mindfully, breathing. So I'm excited. And I know that meditation is part of the spirit type of training that we'll get, right? Experience in WellFit.
Absolutely. I'm actually really excited. I just wrapped up the recordings for the meditations that we will, I guess, experience together. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to you guys, really being able to dwell and rely on the tools that we have to feel well, and to
Mm,
feel well. And as you said, become the best versions of ourselves. This is a difficult time to keep your cool, to not be anxious. It's a difficult time to not, be worried about what's to come. It's a difficult time not to be bogged down by all the dismay that is around us. And, the stress levels are super high right now, but you
Uh-oh.
see that glow that we all felt coming out of that
mhm.
meditation. Sometimes it's simply just the mindfulness. Sometimes it's simply just breathing exercises. Sometimes it's simply just taking 10 minutes with ourselves or 15 minutes in the mornings. It's showing up for ourselves in all of these various different ways. And so, man, I'm excited. I'm excited because I know how it feels when you truly and wholeheartedly commit to this process. You
Hmm.
can literally feel like a brand new person at the end of the 21 days. And if anything else, what I would love and hope is that this is a launch pad for you for a lifetime to come, a lifetime of commitment to yourself, and never ever forgetting about yourself, because it's really easy to do,
Mm-hmm.
and it's one of those very important commitments. We are our longest commitment, our most important commitment. And so, this 21 days is really just giving to ourselves and reconnecting with our mind and our bodies.
I love it. So let's take a look at what one of the workouts look like
Mm-hmm.
so that we can see what to expect.
Anissa, don't run.
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Everybody, you heard me. I said I'm committing 4 days a week. I will do it. I will do it. I'll take my
So
time.
while the video is being queued up, so this is an example of a high intense interval training circuit. It is a full body. So each week we have 3 high intense interval circuits that I would love for you guys to cycle through. We have upper body, lower body, and full body. On Monday morning at 7 a.m., i.e., this Monday morning at 7 a.m. EDT, we'll have our first full body hit together. And then you'll have lower body hits if you're joining the evening class, 7 p.m. What you could challenge yourself to do is, if you're not catching the evening one live, that you could try and complete it before the end of the week. So you're getting all of the 3 hits in before the end of the week. So I would love for everybody to, if you have access to 2 pairs of dumbbells, so either a light pair or both, a light pair of dumbbells and a heavy pair of dumbbells. Now, if you do not have access to this, no worries. There are several things that we can use in the interim, and I would actually highly recommend everyone, even if not now, maybe next week, in 3 weeks, in 8 weeks, invest in 2 pairs of dumbbells that you can kind of create just a small little space in your living room, in your bedroom. It doesn't take much, because resistant training is a very important part of fitness and a very important component. And so if you do not have it and you're not able to get it in time for our session, coming up, and our sessions coming up this week, then you can use water bottles. So you can either fill up 1 liter water bottles, 1.5 liter liter bottles, and then there are the 5 gallon. You know those 5 gallon water bottles have the handle.
Yes.
So those could be your heavy pair of dumbbells. So the light pair could be your 1 liter or your 1.5 liter, and then you can use your 5 liter. And and then everybody needs a mat or a towel to lie down when we're doing the floor exercises. And you can also use heavy books as long as they feel relatively similar in size. You can fill up a backpack for your heavy weights. There are so many. You can use soup cans, so you can head on over to your kitchen cupboard and take out 2 cans of your favorite anything and use those as weights in the meantime. But we do use light weights, heavy weights, and we ask you to have your mat. So if everybody can start to kind of gather that, and again, if you don't have access to the weights, then figure out the alternative until you've managed to get those.
So what I'm hearing her say, people, is no excuses.
No excuse.
That's what that told
I'm
me.
coming for all y'all.
Get some water. All right, Natasha, let's see the workout. Is it frozen?
All right, let's just do arms. Clasp right here. Drive leg all the way back. I'll show you from side. Left leg. Guys, you ready to sweat? Let's go. Alternating now. Good. All right, let's go all the way around. Open up those hips. Long day. Sit in. Long day. Definitely want to. These hip openers. Drive. Around. Out in around. Guys, all right, stretch up, stretch the left toe, stretch up, right. 4. All right, guys, we're gonna jump in. There's a shake, grab your light weights. Time to jump in. Great to see all of you. All right. Every day this week we're going. And I'll show you the whole back. One way down. We're jumping in first.
All right, you guys. It looked like we might have had some technical difficulties with the show, but listen, I think we get the point. And so my takeaway from that is that, Camila, you're not going to kill me too bad.
I'm not gonna kill you too bad at all. At all, at all. In fact, you're gonna feel so good. You're gonna feel good about yourself. Even just the 30 minutes of sweat is just such a precious gift to your body. So, and as you know, we're gonna come with the vibes, right?
Right.
So, the dance hall, the reggae, the soca. You understand? So
yes, I
don't
love
worry.
it. I love
I
it.
got you. I got you.
So I know, Karen, this whole thing is really meant to be two things, right? Number one, it's an opportunity for us to do a complete health makeover.
Yes, absolutely.
And then the other thing too is really carnival fit, carnival ready.
Jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up now,
jump up. And I know you're
going to go into my carnival groups on Facebook and tell all the revelers to come join and jump up with us.
Once everyone finds you, that's it, right?
That's it. Yeah, so Carnival is like what, October 7th. So anybody who is playing mass and you want to get that body right, yes, this is it. This is it for sure.
Absolutely. Get ready now. Get ready now. And the good thing is, it's not just for Carnival. Because if you're ready for Carnival, you're ready for the rest of the year. We're going to do better. We have the holidays coming up. We want to feel good. You always hear you want to lose those extra pounds before you start eating for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So let's think beyond Carnival. And get eating ready, and then Camilla and Dr. H are going to tell us what we should do. The beautiful thing about CDHNOP is that we don't lose our tradition and culture. We just find a different way to prepare it so we can eat better and live better.
Yes, yes, yes. So listen, everybody, if you haven't yet joined the challenge, I want you to go to jumpup.eventbrite.com, sign up. 21 days health fitness makeover with the crew led by WellFit. Right? Join the challenge and let's do this thing together. So if you're watching right now, I want you to go ahead and you've joined the challenge already. I want you to type in the chat what your intention is. What do you want to get out of this in 21 days? What's your intention? So go ahead and write that in the chat. And let's have the conversation, right? Now, Dr. H, part of the reason why I decided to get involved with this is because, as you know, I'm a commissioner in the city of Lauderhill. And I'm co-founder of the Lauderhill Health and Prosperity Partnership in collaboration with our city manager, Desiree Giles-Smith. And you are one of our co-chairs.
Honored to serve in this capacity, yes.
And I know, Karen, you're also the I didn't even plan it this way. Yeah, duh. Karen is a communication sub-council chair, and we're about to rope you in too, Camila. You just wait.
Ready. Health all around. Lauderhill has such a high Caribbean population. I mean, everybody, but we have such a high Caribbean population. So this is all circular. It just all makes so much sense.
It's incredible how that synergy just naturally and organically happened, and we're really now able to shine a light on the health of our Caribbean community. We're really underrepresented in any of the research, yet we have the highest incidences of diabetes, high blood pressure, stroke, cancers, and mortality related to the pandemic. So as you said, Karen, this is setting the stage to embrace your tradition, but make small changes that will improve your health.
I know. And I know, Dr. H, you're going to give us some more background information on why this is important to the Caribbean community in particular. But I want to speak specifically to my residents, whether you're from the Caribbean or not, right? Our health and well-being is a very, very important part to our ability to be vibrant as a community. And so I am encouraging you to take charge of your health by moving your body more, by, being kind and loving to yourself and our neighbors, and also by practicing good nutrition. Now, this 21-day fitness challenge is a tool, I think, that could help you and I do that as a community. And so I'm encouraging and calling all Lauderhill residents to take part. Go to jumpup.eventbrite.com and sign up today. As a Lauderhill resident, Miss Karen, what you want to say to your neighbors?
My neighbors in Lauderhill and surrounding cities, there is no time like now to be loving and caring to yourself. Personally, I'm diabetic, and it's my time. It's my time. I really want all of us to be considerate of ourselves so we can be considerate of each other. Let's get healthy together. Let's invest in ourselves. I mean, this is something that is being presented to you for 21 days at no charge. And what better way? What better way than to come into a community of people, of like-minded, like-thinking people, and get the help that you need. Jumpstart your fitness. It's the October, November, December is the last quarter. So let's use the rest of September to get ready and just take it on through the end of the year so it becomes habit, and we take it into 2022 and keep going on and just keep being fit.
I love it. I love it. So I know that somebody had put their intentions earlier, Natasha. Can you put that back up? Let's celebrate with her. All right. Miss Carter says her intention is to consistently show up and move about 4 times a week and increase her product intake. All right. So I'll be on that class with you. I'm in the 4-day-a-week club too, Miss Carter. So, so that really works. That really works.
And you're going to do 7 a.m.?
Yes, I'm going to do 7 a.m.
She's locked in.
7 a.m.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm locked in Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m.
Right, so let me tell you your schedule, Melissa.
Okay, yes.
So Mondays, you're going to be with me for full body hits. Tuesdays, you're going to be with me for upper body hits. Wednesdays, you are going to have dance fitness fusion. And if you want, followed by Pilates. So they're back to back. They're immediately in that same section. And then Thursday, you're going to have butts and guts.
Ooh, I need that. Yes.
Guts with Dilly Roman. She is a Jamaican trainer who owns her own studio in Philadelphia. Her studio is called Fit Moms of Philly. And
wow.
She's a new mother of 2. She just had a baby a couple weeks ago, and she is on fire. She's already her body all cut back up. She's one of the favorite coaches in WellFit. And then, as I said, you're invited to join all of the other recorded sessions, on other days. If, you want to kind of just mix and match and sample all of the different ones, because they're great evening sessions as well.
Yeah, no, the evening, if I say I'm going to do the evening, I would be really lying to myself. I have never been able to work out in the evenings. And then, plus you have commission meetings and all the other stuff. Let me just not set myself up to fail.
When you wake up early, by the time evening comes around, you're on your downward slide. So.
I really am, because I'm up at 4 or 5 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's different. And I think, this is exactly an example of, we have to get real and very honest with ourselves. Don't commit to something that is impossible, or don't set the intentions too high. It's almost better to set a challenging set of intentions, work your way to it, and get through the 21 days instead of being overly ambitious and maybe even falling short of it. So we just have to know, I am with you girls on the morning. I'm certainly a morning person. I love to start my day with a workout. It's the best way. I feel so on fire for life. And nothing else can mash up my day after that, you know?
Listen, we need a T-shirt that's on fire for life.
High five for that.
We need that T-shirt. All right, so I know this is something that we're doing at Carnival. Let's cue that video from Carnival real quick. And then after that, Dr. H, you're going to give us some health tips.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to it. I feel like
we keep moving.
I'm in school right now with like my 3 best girlfriends, and like we're in class.
Hey.
We're in it together. We're in it together. Nobody's alone through this.
All right. So it looks like we'll just go to you, Dr. H. What do you have for us?
All right. So I'm going to just focus in on some of the nutrition and the physical activity pieces. So I'm going to direct everybody to feel free to look at the education materials we created from this project, from the Caribbean Diaspora Project. You go on nsucaribbeanhealth.com. We have created digital flip books in English, Spanish, and Creole. And of course, these pamphlets and these booklets really speak to what is important to our Caribbean community in particular. Now, this is not just for the Caribbean community. This is for everyone. We used a very easy go, slow, whoa, or the traffic light pattern to show you what's a go food that you should eat most often. You know, your slow food, that one you should kind of not eat so often. And then the whoa foods that you should try your best to avoid. And that's where I'm going to focus my health tips on, right? On how to look for the added sugars and the added salt in your diet. The added sugars not only will add to your waistline, but in my role, I'm an internal medicine physician. I'm actually chair of the Department of Internal Medicine at NSU's College of Osteopathic Medicine. And disease prevention is really at the forefront of all that we are doing, right? If you can prevent something from occurring, that's the best bet. My father used to always say, and this is a quote that's well known, an ounce of prevention is worth more than a pound of cure. So let's talk about ways to find that hidden sugar. That's not only going to increase your waistline, but really dramatically increase your risk of heart attacks and strokes. So the American Heart Association recommends added sugar shouldn't be more than 6 teaspoons a day. That's about 25 grams for the whole day. So now I want everybody to really dive into what you're buying in the grocery stores, the foods that you're bringing into your home. And we've got to look at that nutrition label to look for added sugar. So I'm going to tell you some quick ways to really identify what's considered an added sugar. So if you look at your ingredients list and you find names that have syrup in it, like corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, rice syrup, anything with syrup, that is added sugar. You really want to eliminate those kinds of things from your diet. If you see a word ending in ose, O-S-E, fructose, maltose, dextrose, sucrose, those are all sugars. So if you are diabetic, or if you have a family history of diabetes and you want to prevent diabetes from coming your way, these are the kinds of names that you're looking for. You don't want to have that in your foods. Sugar in its actual name, like they may put in the ingredient list, cane sugar, raw sugar, confectionery sugar, brown sugar. Those are also added sugars that you want to avoid. Other ways that they include sugars into some of these foods, they may have concentrates of juices. They may include honey or agave, molasses, or fruit nectars. And all of those hidden sugars add up. You will be well over those 6 teaspoons, and it really causes some shifts in your metabolism and puts you more on the side of going towards diabetes. Now, breakfast cereals are a very big culprit. I want you to look out for that. Try to choose a cereal with 10 grams or less of sugar per serving, right? Now, granola and granola bars, they are heavy sources of added sugar, so be very, very careful. Yogurt is another one. You will find a lot of sugar in yogurt. Just read it carefully. Many times if they add fruit in there, they add sugar to that fruit before it's added to the yogurt. So if you really want to have some yogurt, make sure it's plain yogurt or add your own fruit because you know it's fresh, it's healthy, it's unprocessed. And the next area that always is going to add not only sugar but some salt are some of the condiments that we use, like barbecue sauce and ketchup and salad dressings. So salad dressings can even be hundreds and hundreds of calories, and that can add not only to the waist, but the weight right around your belly area that really increases your chances of having these diseases that we can prevent. You know, so relishes and teriyaki sauces, just watch out for those things and see if you can get those that don't have the added sugar in them or lower sugar. And of course, your beverages, If you look at our Caribbean diaspora materials, we're telling you to drink ice cold water as much as you can, right? Any of the sweetened, sugary, carbonated beverages, those kinds of things really are, a problem, and they add up over time. So try your best to drink the water. Now I'm going to switch over and talk about salt, right? Salt. If we reduce the salt in our diet, that can lower blood pressure, not allow you to have so much more fluid retention. Many times, if you have a problem with the heart pumping blood forward, it can cause, problems backing up fluid into the rest of your body, causing a congestive heart failure and some of the other things. Now, sea salt, some folks think might be a healthier alternative, but guess what? It has the same amount of sodium as regular salt. It just has more of a stronger taste to it. So don't get fooled by that. But how then can you really reduce the salt in your diet? I want you to look carefully at processed foods. Processed foods are things like frozen meals. Anything that has been altered in order for it to be prepared is considered processed. So canned and pickled foods, deli meat, cheese, the same condiments and sauces I just talked about, breads and cereals, and soda. Now, diet soda. You drink diet soda, look on the very back. You will see that there is salt in there. That adds up over time. So if you were to track how much salt you're consuming over the entire day, you're going to be surprised. Now, the American Heart recommends no more than 1,500 milligrams per day for most adults. It might be even less in some patients with certain medical conditions. So check with your physicians on that piece. So look out. A roll of bread can have as much as 200 milligrams of salt or sodium, right? A pizza slice can have up to 760 milligrams of sodium. Imagine that, right? Canned soups are notorious for having very high amounts of salt, like almost 1,000 milligrams you will find in there. So all of these things are hidden ways that the salt, and then we talked about the sugar before, that they enter your diet and really cause you to lose control of your blood pressure and your weight. That starts a snowball effect all the way through. We talked about sleep earlier, right? Getting a good 7 hours of sleep is what's recommended for adults. And try your best to not have any light in the room. You want to make that room as dark as possible. Us exercising for this 21-day fitness challenge is a great way to get all of your endocrine hormones on the right path. And of course, us being together as well, that improves our mental health. In some of the research that we looked at, mental stress causes a significant problem. It causes a lot of the hormones within the body that relate to increasing the sugars, causing some of those numbers to go out of control. It makes it worse, right? So here you've got the power to make good choices. Let's start getting knowledge about what we're putting into our bodies, what we're bringing into our homes, what we're feeding our families, what we ourselves are eating. And just small changes by cutting out that sugar and cutting out that salt can make a huge impact. And it's also recommended to have at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise each week. So that's 5 times a week, 30 minutes. With this Jump Up 21-Day Fitness Challenge, you will more than have that, right? But find ways that you can start to move through your day. Stand at your desk instead of sitting. Walk, if you can, a little bit more. Dance, wake up to music. Just move your body in whichever way you can. And that will certainly cause some benefit for you, okay? I also want to talk about the pandemic. The same chronic diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, stroke, the cancers that we're trying to prevent. If you have not only those conditions, but if you have obesity or extra fat later on the belly, we know that if you hadn't had a vaccine, those same diseases can cause you to have a much worse outcome, or to end up in the hospital, or God forbid, have a fatal outcome from COVID-19. So I implore everyone during this pandemic to just follow all of the social distancing measures, all of the mask wearing measures, and please get vaccinated. This is the time to protect you and those around you, okay? I'm fully vaccinated, my family's fully vaccinated. I can't wait for my son to turn 12 so he can get vaccinated. So please, health, wellness, this is all within your power. You have good choices that you can make, and this is the rest of your life. So thank you so much, Commissioner Dunn. I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Woohoo! I love it. Those were some really powerful tips. So I literally went to my pantry while you were talking to look at my cereal box. throw it out. I've got to throw it out. Oh my gosh.
Because when you think about sugar and salt, you think about adding it in or if it's tasting sweet to you. But no, it's already in that food.
Wow. And then
I meant to tell you that. Because I saw your cereal. Because I have a hard time. I look at all the boxes and what I think should be okay. I look at the carbs and I look at the added sugar, and hardly any one of them is under 20 grams.
Exactly.
Man, yo, and then I fell for the sea salt thing, because then now I bought the pink sea salt and that's what I use. But basically you're saying it's just a marketing gimmick.
Correct. Exactly. Or the other marketing gimmick is many of the cereals will say whole grains, etc. They highlight that piece, but you look at the background and it's a lot of sugar packed into that. You might even find a lot of salt packed into it as well.
Wow.
And so focusing on the labeling is misleading, right? So you have to really take that into your own hands and decide if that is something that is healthy for you. If you're having problems controlling the blood sugars now or your blood pressure, take a hard look at what's in your kitchen, what you're eating, what you're putting into your bodies. Those changes will, in your diet, nutrition alone, powerful enough to have some positive benefits.
Wow. Good tips, Dr. H. Those are powerful. Those are super powerful. Yes, I'm with you. Okay, let's snap it up. All right. So, Mr. Yeargood says, my intention is to be consistently showing up for those 21 days and beyond. Oh my gosh, that's the word, consistency, showing up. Thank you for sharing that. That was really powerful. And so I see that we have Vice Mayor Grant has joined us. So we'll pull her into the conversation. Vice Mayor, welcome.
Hi, guys.
So good to see you.
Good to see you too. I have been listening, and I tell you, I'm gonna have to go into my fridge, my cupboard, everywhere, and take 90% of the stuff out.
Yes, it's a huge difference. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Thank you for those tips, Doc. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome. It's so wonderful to see you. You're one of the first people I came to when this project started off. So thank you for your support.
Thank you so much. It's very nice to see you as well.
So Vice Mayor Grant, you're my Vice Mayor from the city of Lauderdale. Thank you for joining us for the Jump Up Fitness Challenge.
Yes, it is my pleasure. I'm so excited to be a part of this. The gentleman just put about consistency and showing up, and that's really been my downfall, is the consistency component. So hoping that with you guys on board, we're cheering each other on, that we'll be able to be consistent together.
Oh, I love that. So then consistency is your intention as well?
That is definitely my intention. Of course, you got to show up.
Yes.
First, and then be consistent. So those
Vice Mayor, the question is, are you showing up for the 7 a.m. or the 7 p.m.?
Lord of mercy. I'm gonna have to listen. The 7 a.m. is probably best, because what I realize is, like, when you start your day out right, everything seems to just fall into place. It's just started. So I'm going to do everything that I can to ensure that I am there for 7 a.m.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I'm thinking the 7 a.m. too. Because once the day goes, it never works out. So 7 a.m. and then we have the masterclass on Sundays at 6 p.m. Right, Camila?
That's right. And we kick that off tomorrow at 6 p.m. We'll go from 6 to 7 with our motivational speaker, who's going to kick off the challenge. And then I'm going to stay behind for about 30 minutes to just go over the whole challenge, go over the schedule, answer any live questions that might come in. So inviting everybody to join me tomorrow at 6 p.m. And you'll be able to join through your WellFit platform.
I love it. I love it. So if anybody else wants to type in their intention, go ahead and put it in the chat right now. And if you would like to join the challenge, go to jumpup.eventbrite.com and let's make a commitment to our health So, Vice Mayor, earlier we were talking about Dr. H was kind of sharing about the challenges that's facing the diaspora, the Caribbean diaspora, right? And we know our residents in Lauderdale, we have a large percentage. In fact, if I remember correctly, about 10% of our population is Jamaican, and another 10 or 12% is from Haiti. So, what advice or what call to action could you put out to our community to get them engaged in this healthy movement?
That's a very good question, Commissioner Dunn. And I think that life in itself has really caused us to take a deeper look at our health, the things that we're doing, and how to move forward. With this pandemic, we've realized that it definitely does not discriminate. But at the same time, like the doctor mentioned, if you do have certain ailments, if you are overweight, if you are not taking very good care of yourself, for some reason, those seem to be the persons that once they get the disease that they don't fare as well as others. And so I think that this is the right season for us now to look and to take inventory of ourselves, to honor self-care, to see if we can eat those foods that we love in a better way. And so I know that there are ways in which we can prepare our meals that we can still have great flavor. We can still enjoy it and savor it, but it doesn't have to include all of the things, those salts and sugars and oils that we are accustomed to traditionally and culturally. So with the population that's in the city, I think a lot of people are looking for ways to improve their health and their nutrition. They just don't know how to. And
Right.
so this is a very good platform and network for us to be able to go out there and to spread the word that, hey, you can do things a little bit differently. Just like the doctor mentioned, just getting up and dancing. Caribbean people love to dance. Oh my God. Just getting up. I enjoy walking. I don't like to run. And jogging is a little bit too much sometimes too.
Yes,
But I
yes.
enjoy walking. I can take long walks, and that can probably, once you start walking, you can speed it up just a little bit more. And then once you start doing it with this 21 days, and if we're consistent, then it becomes a habit. And then it's habitual. Then we can, now it's a lifestyle. And I think that's
Yes.
what we're looking for, is to create that lifestyle, because realistically, we love our food. But at the end of the day, if the food is killing you, then what's the point? We are here to really, what do they say? They say you're supposed to eat to live and not live to eat, right? Is that how you say it? Where it's not supposed to be, your whole life is not supposed to consist of thinking about food. You ever
Right,
just
right,
wake
right.
up and the first thing you think about is food? The last thing you think about is food throughout the day is food. I've been there, right? And so for various reasons. So, and then the mental health component too is very important, Commissioner Dunn, as well, because a lot of us are emotional eaters. So we don't deal with the issues at hand. We find something that's going to soothe us for the moment, that's going to make us feel good. And unfortunately, at times, that is food. So I think this is excellent. I am so proud of you for moving forward with this. And I know that the community will applaud you for this, because it's something that is needed,
Yes,
especially in this hour. So thank
yes,
you.
yes. Thank you, Vice Mayor. And emotional eater. So, Camila, are you going to give us tips on how we can deal with or combat emotional eating?
Absolutely. I think, yeah, it's something that we all suffer from in some kind of way, because if you think about the way our brains have been wired from very, very, very young and early, think about how much easier for any moms in the house, if you want to, my 9-year-old is here putting up her hand. It's easier it's easier to treat our kids when they do something fun or good, or with sweets, ice cream, pizza, that's the treat. There's this constant connection between doing something good, or maybe even when we are mourning. When you think about a funeral, for example, it's all surrounded by food. When you think about some of our most prized moments with our family, maybe it's around a dining table. And so, from very, very young, we are conditioned to kind of have that connection between food and our emotions. And it's something that requires years and years of rewiring. So even through meditation, and the meditations that we're going to be doing during this program will help for us to kind of change, just subconsciously in our subconscious, to change the way that we think about food differently. Just as Vice Mayor just mentioned just now, in terms of, not eating, not living to eat, but eating to live, and, using food and nutrition to heal us, really, as opposed to soothing us in the moment, or so-called soothing us in the moment. So, all the ways in which we deal with our addiction to sugar, most of us are addicted and we don't even know it. It's one of the most addictive substances known to man, woman, and child. They say it's 8 times more addictive than cocaine. I'm sure none of us know what that addiction feels like, but I'm sure you can imagine, the thought of not having any added sugar. In WellFit, I recommend no more than 20 grams of added sugar a day. And in this challenge, we are aiming, so this is the important word, the operative word here, we're aiming to have 0 added sugar every day. So we're almost going on a sugar detox. And as we were speaking about at the beginning of this program, that nothing from this challenge is expected to feel like it's supposed to be perfect. So obviously you're going to have days, because we're shifting, and we're cutting out bad habits, and we're cultivating new, better, healthier habits. And that's a journey. It may take you the whole 21 days to finally get it right. But as we were mentioning in the beginning, this should at least be your jump start. It should be your jump up. It should be your reason and your motivation behind really bringing an intention and a level of awareness to our health overall.
Yeah, I love that. Detox, sugar detox. I need it. Actually, I've been kind of cutting out sugar for the last couple of days. I'm like day 28, day 27. I'm on day 27.
What are some of the withdrawal symptoms you experience?
Oh, well, let me tell you. You know what? Not as much as I expected. I had some headaches. I thought that my temper would be really horrible, but because I start my day with prayer and meditation, and I've been journaling, and it was just a part of a larger spiritual practice. Awesome. It was easier than I thought. Mm-hmm. But now, 28 days, I had committed to 28 days. So tomorrow is my 28th day.
Awesome. Congratulations. That's a huge milestone.
The coach. It sounds like you tell me, said 28 days. I need to continue for another 21.
Yes, ma'am. That's exactly what's happening. And then a lifetime after that. And you're going to see how much of a different person you become. So I'm sure you are already a different person in these 20 years.
I am.
And I think the beautiful part of this process is when you realize, first of all, you change your palate in those 28 days and beyond. Because you're no longer wanting or craving. You wonder how you used to, eat some of the things that you used to eat. And then after, you enjoy them in moderation, because saying no added sugar ever doesn't mean that you never get to enjoy some of the things that you love. Life is for living, and life is for enjoyment, and food is for enjoyment. It's okay to enjoy. Absolutely. You're supposed to enjoy food. So really giving it up in these 21 days is almost helping you to pivot your body and your entire being to reject having that on a regular basis and see it more of a treat rather than something that you're turning to when you are in a heightened state of emotions.
Wow, that's a good point. All right, so I'm going to get my mind wrapped around that, because honestly, I have to tell you, I'm going to brunch tomorrow. and I had decided that I was going to have a mimosa.
Girl, have your mimosa.
But I haven't had any alcohol or sugar or meat in that time frame. So, but Vice Mayor, I want to thank
So
you
you're
for
good, Miss Melissa. The extra 21 days now gonna kill you because you already have
No.
28.
Listen, and now go kill me. So, Vice
If she can
Mayor,
do 28, she can do 21 more.
oh Lord,
Exactly. But before you turn off, Melissa, Camilla, did you want to say something about the foods in our pantry and refrigerator?
So
Some
so
thoughts
yeah,
on that?
so
What
the
you say,
great
Melissa?
thing,
Yes or no?
No, I was going to say, well, let's do that in a minute. I don't want to keep Vice Mayor. I think she's out and about in the community doing the people's work. So I wanted to give her a chance
No, it's okay. I can listen. This is a great conversation. I can listen in.
Okay, all right, fantastic. And then I know we have Dr. H in the kitchen. I want to be mindful of the time. So yes, Camila, go ahead. What should we be doing to prep right now?
So as I mentioned in the beginning, the first place that I want you to start is once you get access to the platform, I want you to immediately go into the guide. And that guide is going to take you through all of the pillars that we are going to be mindful for. This is where I'm mindful of. This is where you are going to decide what are you committing to in these 21 days. And there are going to be a list of several different things. In the Move Well, how many workouts are you going to be committing to? Are you going to try and get maybe a Pilates and a yoga session in? Because it's great to have that balance. In the Drink Well, what are you going to commit to? Are you going to drink, 3 liters of water every day? So you're going to go down the list and you're going to kind of just check off and make a mental note, and even writing it. There's power in writing and declaring what it is that you are committing to in these 21 days. And so in each pillar, you are going to, just kind of say for yourself what it is that you realistically will, be doing for the next 21 days. And then the manual itself goes through each of these in detail. So it shares a lot of the information that is very much in alignment with the tips that Dr. H was just sharing with us. I have a link to the over 100 names of added sugar, just so that you can kind of get accustomed to that and just create that consciousness around your nutrition labels. So as Dr. H said, anything with OSE, anything, even maltodextrin is an added sugar, high fructose corn syrup. So going through your pantry and your fridge, really, how long have certain ingredients been in your fridge and maybe they're outdated. Take this weekend to just kind of do a full throw out. If the ingredient list is longer than 10 or 12 or 15 and it has, several ingredients that you can't even pronounce, then, throw it out or at least donate it. I know a lot of people have issues wasting food, which I understand, but, we have to know that these things are very toxic to our bodies. We have to, what they say, if nothing changes, nothing changes. It's one of the simple yet most powerful and profound statements. And we have to do something different this time that will really allow for us to stick to this as a commitment to ourselves. And so everything will be in the guide. And I'm inviting everybody to join me tomorrow for the session where I will go over everything in, a tremendous amount of detail. And while you guys are looking through this evening and tomorrow during the day, if you guys have any questions, then show up to that session. Feel free to ask me, send an email. I'm sure we're going to be using the Facebook group where Dr. H will be able to drop information as well in terms of any questions. So I guess between Dr. H and myself, we can tackle things along the way, because there is a likelihood that while you're making this transformation that, you will have some questions, and I'm here and committed to you guys for 21 days. So, any questions that you guys might have, just don't worry about it. I would say more than anything else, don't try to overwhelm yourself. Just take this one day at a time. There's a lot of different things that we're going to be activating in these 21 days. And, you know, it's important not to get ahead of ourselves. So I think the first place to start, and there will be all of the information, you know, very detailed and lined out. And then if you guys could also share the links, I'm sure you probably have in the Facebook group, with the links to Dr. H's research, so we can also use that as a resource. So, you know, between that document, Dr. H's documents, you know, and just us here in the community together, let's just try and shift up in all of these pillars of wellness.
I love it. I love it. I love it. 21 days of getting healthy. And, you know, I'm happy that you brought up the Facebook group, because that's where we're going to be posting proof of our commitment. Like you go take picture of your food, your healthy plate, post it on the Facebook group. Take picture of your sweaty self after your workout, post it on the Facebook group. All right. So we are in this now. I think that Dr. H is going to teach us some really a healthy recipe. And in addition to that, we have a trivia. Are we going to do the trivia next, or are we going to go to the cooking demo? Let's do the trivia.
Well,
all right, let's do the cooking demo. All right.
You know, I would say that Camila gave some amazing pearls of wisdom on health and wellness. So thank you for that. Because like you said, we're a resource, right? We want to make sure that what you're doing is sustainable. And yes, your taste buds adjust. So Commissioner Dunn, I am so happy that you did a sugar detox, but then you'll realize that when you taste something that has added sugar, it's going to taste too sweet to you. And your body is going to actually have its own check in place. So today, it's kind of walking our talk today. I am going to make one of my favorite dishes. I grew up with it. My mother used to make this dish. It's called pumpkin Takari. Takari is like a curried side dish, a curried vegetable dish. And pumpkin, we used to grow pumpkin in our backyard. If you have a food that you can buy that's raw or fresh, that's the best kind, right? However, if you find it a little harder to go cut up that pumpkin and then cook it from scratch like that, get the frozen cubed pumpkin. That's all right. I'm just going to walk you through the steps. You know that our pumpkin is in our go category, right? It's the green. You can have this as much as you possibly can. So just a cup of pumpkin, and this is more than a cup here, but 1 cup of pumpkin, it's mostly water. It has less than 50 calories, and it has a good amount of fiber. It's also packed with some vitamins and beta carotene and some of the other components that are going to be great for your immune system, your skin, your health, your entire body, right? So let me walk you through how to make this dish. And this, you know, a lot of times in our Caribbean cooking, sometimes you would thicken stews or soups with cornmeal or flour or potatoes. Guess what? After you make this dish today, think about maybe using a scoop of this to thicken some of your soups and stews. You're going to get the extra fiber in there. You're going to get an oomph of flavor, and then you're not going to get all those added calories, right? So the first thing we're going to do is, I have some extra virgin olive oil right here. I'm just going to add this to my pan. Let that warm up a little bit. Once you start to see, maybe you could put a wooden spoon in there just to make sure it's at the right temperature before you add some of your other seasonings. So the next thing, once this oil is getting a little warmer, and now I like my spice, okay? I'm going to add in some garlic, some nice chopped garlic. And we're going to put this recipe in that same Facebook group. And I'm going to use some nice Scotch bonnet peppers that we've chopped up. And a little bit extra for me because, you know, in the family, you know, we love the spice, right? You all love the spice?
I do.
The best. And it actually speeds up your metabolism, makes you burn a little bit more of those calories. So I'm going to stir that around a little bit. Now at this stage, you could add in your pimentos. I kind of like it to sort of mix into the oil and just infuse that oil with a little bit more of the flavor before I add everything else in. So these are nice pimentos, red pimentos. Pimentos are a staple in a lot of our cooking. I wish you could smell my kitchen right now. You're already smelling some of not only the herbs, but the aromatics in there. And so here, I've got some chopped onions. I'm adding that in. It's going to start to sizzle a little bit. And some people add the onions. Some people prefer not to have that texture in there. You may want to use onion powder if you don't like the onions. I love that texture. And again, this is just added fiber. and there's a large water content there in the onion itself. So at this stage, I'm going to let that just sit a minute and saute for a little bit. And here is where you're going to add your pumpkin, okay? Now, your pumpkin, if it is fresh pumpkin, that's the best. You don't need canned pumpkin. You want to use something that will have a little texture, because then at the very end, once this is done cooking and steaming, you can mash it down to the consistency that you like. That works for you. I like to have my pumpkin Takari a little chunky, so it has a little bit of body to it, and then it holds on to, you know, what I'm eating with it, which could be roti, it could be, you know, a slice of whole wheat bread, it could be a piece of the tortilla wrap. Now I'm also going to add in a couple of other things here. I like to add a little curry powder, little curry blend. My favorite is a Chief brand, but you can use any curry blend that you choose. This is fantastic. It adds another level of flavor, good antioxidants in there, reduces all of the inflammation in the body if used consistently. And then I add a little bit of cumin, what we call jeera, which is ground jeera. That adds a nice earthiness to it. Gives it a nice depth of bold flavor. So at this point, I'm going to just toss that together, stir it around a little bit, let that sizzle in the pan, sort of start to cook down the pumpkin. Now in this dish, now I use just a little bit of olive oil in the beginning, just to mix in all of those herbs and seasonings, right? But really, this dish is more about steaming that pumpkin and getting all the goodness retained in this dish itself. All the flavors are retained. So since pumpkin is more than 94% water, you're going to find the natural water in the pumpkin. Once you cover this pot, it's going to steam and allow it to cook. I sometimes help that along with just a touch of extra water in there before I close my lid. And that's it. Once this cooks down, you let it cook down. Now, if you're a pot stayer, you're a pot checker, you have to remember to leave it alone. Leave it closed. I like a pan that has a clear lid so I can see what's happening on the inside. So you're going to let that sit and steam. And by the magic of television, we already have it done.
I love it.
Takari with a nice Scotch bonnet pepper on top. I even have some roti and some of the tortillas. You can just tear off a piece of a whole wheat roti. This is a garlic whole wheat naan and a whole wheat tortilla. And you're just going to scoop a little bit of this. I wish I could share it with you all.
Oh man, it looks so delicious. So that's a Trini dish, right, Dr. H?
It's a Trini dish, yes. And you know what? It's something that you can store, you can freeze it, you can put it in an ice cube tray, believe it or not. And that's one of the tricks that I use. And I just take out as many of those cubes as I need to thicken some of my soups and stews. Or, you know, I mean, it's good added flavor to so many different dishes. So I'm going to enjoy a bite.
Oh, enjoy. So that's considered an appetizer or a main dish?
No, it could be a side dish to a main meal. It could be an appetizer. It can be any which way you'd like it to go. It's spicy. Sweet,
yes.
Savory.
I love it too, Esther.
It's carnival in your mouth.
Speaking of carnival in our mouth, I know we have a video. Do you want to play that now, Natasha? And then we'll do the trivia.
Because the state's not good again. The state's not good again. The state's not good again. When we dismantle for that state, tell them the state's not good again. Hey!
Hey, wave the flag! Yay! Carnival! I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. The last time I played mass, I was in Eastern Parkway in 2000 something when I lived in Brooklyn. Oh, and I have yet to play mass since. And all of the reasons is having these conversations in in my head about my body. Am I fit enough? Da, 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 da. And I love watching these women of all sizes put on their beautiful costume and going out there and celebrating the Caribbean culture. And this Jump Up Fitness Challenge is going to help us to kind of really be prepared and kind of tap into our self-confidence to wear the costume and to show up knowing that you've done everything to make your body, mind, and spirit be 100% connected and well. And so go to jumpup.eventbrite.com and join the challenge. Let's get fit together. Let's get Carnival ready together. Let's make over our health together. Jump starting our wellness for 21 days, leading to a lifetime of healthy choices. I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited, Dr. H.
I'm excited.
Were you jumping up too when that video was playing?
Oh, you know what? Yes, with my Trinity flag.
I don't have a Jamaican flag, but you know what? I wave the American flag too. Yes.
Come on, let's get really good, everybody. This is it. This is your life. Let's get going.
Let's get going. All right. Woo. Let's do this trivia. Let's see. And we're going to be giving away. So I don't remember what we said, how this game's played, but I think you're going to answer the questions in the chat. And then if you're declared the winner, we will be in touch with you with a special surprise from one of the restaurants who participated in our In the Kitchen with Dr. H segments. So let's play this live trivia game. Are you guys ready? Let's go.
Do it.
Oh. All right, you guys. So get yourself ready. We're going to start in a couple of seconds. You're going to participate by putting your answers in the chat. And if you win, you're going to get some healthy, delicious prizes. A surprise from one of the chefs from the In the Kitchen with Dr. H segment. And by the way, share this video if you haven't already done it. All right. What percentage of Caribbean immigrants live in South Florida? Approximately 90, 5, 75, or 20%? What do you say is your answer? Comment 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat. Just type in the number.
That's it.
What percentage of Caribbean immigrants live in South Florida? All right, so for Miss Yearwood says number 1, 90%. Who else is playing? All right, Esther says 4, that's 20%. All right, we got 8 more seconds. Who's playing? All right.
You got to choose the number of the option. That's the way it's going to pick your answer. There you go.
It's tabulating the results. Let's see who's winning. All right. Miss Cook says 2. What's the answer? Oh, they're still tabulating?
Nope, it's tabulated.
Oh, okay. So 2 is the answer. All right.
Yes.
Jaleesa, you won that round.
Awesome.
All right. Next question. Is pumpkin a healthy food choice? Put 1 if the answer is yes, 2 if it's somewhat, or 3 if not at all.
Everybody should know this one.
I know, right? All right.
All right, all right.
Everybody said yes, number one.
In record time.
In record time. I love it. That was an easy one. All right, who else is playing? You still have time. You're going to get a gift from a restaurant, a healthy restaurant, who participated in a segment of Cooking with Dr. H. All right, 8 more seconds if anybody else wants to play. This is so much fun, right, Dr. H?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Anytime you can put trivia and weave it in somehow, that's always fun.
I know.
All
Not
right.
that I'm competitive or anything.
I mean, just a little, right? I know we were both trying to get on there. We're like, no, you're not allowed to play.
I know, right?
Oh, wow. Some amazing choices there. Well, look at that.
All right. Yes. Fantastic. All right, next question. Let me grab some water while you do that. So I have a little bit of pineapple in my water.
Ooh, I love it.
So question number 3, how many hours of sleep should adults take each night? 1 for 7 hours, 2 for 6 hours, 3 for 5 hours, or 4 for 10 hours? Put it in the chat.
Okay, got some choices coming in already. Keep it going. Good job, everybody. All right, we've got about almost 20 seconds. Here we go. While we're waiting for that, I love that you have water with pineapple. I have a tea bag, lemon juice, and water, right?
Oh,
like an infused water. We both have infused water today. I love it.
Yep. And so Coach told us that we can use this for weights. So I guess I could use this. Wait, where is it? Right? This is good? Yes. This is heavyweight.
That's nice.
I love it.
Ready. See, she's ready. She was born ready.
You're ready, Melissa. You're ready. I believe in you.
Oh, yes. Right.
What were you saying, Karen? You were saying something.
It has to be full. It can't be empty.
Thank you. Tell her, please. I forgot to specify. A full bottle of water.
All right, 7 hours. So we have 3 winners there for that question. 7 hours. I would have thought that it would have been like 6. I would have said 6 or 8.
Yeah. For an adult. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So which activity improves strength and reduce stress levels? 1 for soccer, 2 for jump rope, 3 for dancing, or 4 all of the above? This is an easy one, Natasha. This question's too easy.
All right.
You guys keep hearing me say Natasha's name. She's our technical producer behind the scenes.
That's right. She's the incredible force behind this whole infrastructure.
Yep. You're drinking water too, Karen? What are you drinking?
I am drinking eternal, naturally alkaline water. I'm on an alkaline water kick.
Oh, what is this alkaline water? Is it important?
You know, just if you can get water into your body in one way or another, that is the very best thing.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. Whatever makes you drink that water. So if you put lemon in there, if you put a little tea bag in there that's not caffeinated, however you'd like to flavor it, just get the water in you. Just don't add sugar.
You can put lime or lemon in your water too, and that makes it a little alkaline too.
More acidic, the limes and lemons.
All right, we have 4 winners in this question, all of the above. Okay, so out of those 3, which one do you prefer, soccer, jump rope, or dancing? Karen, what's your choice?
I like dancing. Before I fell, I love jump rope, but it's hard for me to do that.
Okay.
Ooh,
All
I
right.
know the
Next.
answer to that question.
Cinnamon can protect and repair your body from damage. True or false? I think I know the answer to this one too.
I know we've talked about it for sure.
Oh, Esther says that her favorite thing is dancing. She likes dancing.
Ooh, that's nice. I'm with you. I love dancing too. Love
Yeah.
it. Best thing you can do.
So I'm a huge fan of Reverend Michael Beckwith, and he has in his service like a dance area where everybody dance to a song.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Cook, you got to put the number. Put 1 for true or 2 for false, so that it'll tabulate it. So put 1 for 2 or 1 for true or false. And I guess I'm talking to Loretta. Put in the number 1 for true or 2 for false. Oh, girl, put in the number. Okay, good. Because I'm like, so you can tabulate. I hate for your answer not to count.
Let's give you credit where credit is due.
Oh, this is so much fun.
Love it. You know, Karen, speaking of jump rope, 10 minutes of jump rope is like running a mile. It's good.
Really?
You'd be surprised how quickly you can jump to 100 in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All right. Everybody got it right.
Everyone got it right. Okay, so next question is coming up soon. This is so much fun. This kind of feels almost like a really healthy happy hour.
An alcohol-free happy hour.
An alcohol-free, water, like fruit-infused happy hour.
Exactly. We didn't plan that ahead of time, right? We did not plan that piece ahead of time. We always happen to have our waters.
All right. How many years has the Miami Broward Carnival been celebrated in Florida? 1 for 39 years, 2 for 37 years, 3 for 30 years, or 4 for 23 years? I don't know if I know the answer to this. I'm kind of guessing.
I don't know the answer to that.
I might know this one, only because I mentioned it, I think. So when it's tabulating, we can give our guesses. How about that?
Yeah. This is a hard one, Natasha. Good job.
What do you think is the actual answer then while it's tabulating?
I thought 1.
I'm very curious.
What do you think, Karen?
I think 4.
You too? What about you, Camila?
3 or 4.
Well, I was going to we'll see.
I think 4.
I was thinking 2 or 1, but I'm thinking closer to 2.
Oh, snap! You won! All right, so the people watching this, the people
we have some rebels in the
Carnival.
group.
I love it. I heard jump up fans in the house.
Oh, I love it. All right. So, was that the last question, or do we have another one? That was the last one. Who's the winners? I can't see that. Who has
Jalisa? Yeah. Jalisa Cook.
Jalisa, she got all 5, and then Miss Yearwood got 5 too.
3 people got 5.
Wait, how we do it?
Yes.
Well, we'll get
3 people got 5.
3 people are winners.
Yes, I love it. Other players. So do we want to have like a tiebreaker question?
Yeah.
Or do we want to say, what do we want to do?
Yes, we could do a tiebreaker question.
I don't know if we have one set up.
Well, we can have some. I can say a question. You could put answers in the chat. Whoever puts the first correct answer in the chat.
Okay. All right. That's how we do it. Go, Dr. H.
All right. How many minutes of exercise, moderate intensity exercise, is recommended per week?
Oh, you said that in your talk too. You did.
Let's see the first correct answer up there of our 3 winners would be the one to win overall.
Everybody is like,
and everyone you know what? How many minutes of moderate intensity exercise is recommended per week?
Just guess.
You can get it, everybody. Come on, just dive in there. Put whatever comes to your mind.
They're saying that's a hard one. They
That's a
don't
hard one?
remember.
All right. 5 seconds. Oh, somebody has 90. Okay, let's keep going.
Bar, no warmer location being having your party.
All right. Next question.
All right, one last tiebreaker. Because wait, can I say what I thought the answer is before we move on?
Please. Yes.
I think you said 120 minutes. No, that's wrong. Well, dang. I guess I wasn't fully listening.
Shaking her head. She's right.
I think I remember Dr. H saying 5 30-minute sessions every week.
Correct.
Oh,
That's
well.
150 minutes. That's right. Yay, Camila.
Wow. But then think about it though, 120 minutes. Okay, 5. All right.
Then we have a very easy question. You want to really?
Okay. Yep.
What is the last day of the 21-day fitness challenge?
Ooh.
What date? What's the date of the last day of
I was going to be searching up.
fitness challenge?
Feel free to go to jumpup.eventbrite.com to get some help.
I actually think it's on the cover.
We've got Jaleesa Cook. Oh wait.
No. Miss Yearwood said.
Yearwood said it. Oh.
Yeah, but the first person was the other one.
No, they said it at the same time. So you know what? They did. Look, I look at
All
the
right,
chat.
so you know what? We'll get prizes for both of them. We'll just get prizes for both of them.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Contact information. Just get their contact information, and we'll get prizes for both of them. And once I final it, we can send it out.
All right, fantastic. This is going to be fun. All right. Listen, time flies. It really flew by very quickly. So, any final words of wisdom, ladies, before we sign off?
Keep leading with your heart. Know that your health is in your own hands. And together, we can do this. We can put our health and wellness at the forefront as we remain grounded and perpetuate our happiness.
All right.
Go ahead. I would say let's, for the 21 days, focus on progress, not perfection.
Yes. What about you, Karen? What's your final words of wisdom?
If you miss a day, don't beat yourself up. Get up and do it the next day and just keep it going, and let's support each other.
Oh,
and invite people. They don't all have to start tomorrow. Yeah. Keep inviting people. The more the merrier. Just keep inviting people to come on.
Yeah, I mean, the key to this thing is for us to do it as a community. And we will be creating a community in the Facebook group. You'll be receiving an email from the team with your login information to join. And so my advice is to just show up for yourself.
Love it.
Say you're going to do it, get it done, and it's that simple. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Please share this video. Go to jumpup.eventbrite.com if you haven't already registered. Invite your friends and family to jump up and get healthy with you for this next 21 days. And remember, be kind and loving to yourself. You deserve it.
Once you start, it's